Here's problem 20. It's one that is commonly messed up. And the reason being is you're subtracting here. You got to do all this multiplication, then you got to subtract all this stuff. And you got to remember, you're subtracting the entire bit you have here. So you're going to have some parentheses around it. And then you're going to have to distribute the subtraction sign through. That's the biggest mistake that occurs here. Now, we have to do 3x plus 2 times the difference of 5x and 4. If you remember, we simply look at 3x times the 5x. That's 15x squared. I'm going to then also look at having a 3x times that minus 4, which will be minus 12x. Then I'm going to do the 2 through. 2 times 5x, that's plus 10x. And a positive 2, finally, the 2 and the 4 multiplied. Everybody gets multiplied together. Remember I talked about in class, my wife and myself meeting some other couple, and I shake hands here, I shake hands here. My wife shakes hands here, but we don't exchange handshakes amongst ourselves unless we want to look like a bunch of freaks. So here we go then. Finally, 2 and the 4 makes minus 8. I'm going to do the same thing over here. 3x and 5x, multiply those guys, that's 15x squared. 3x and the 4 is 12x. 2 times the 5x is 10x. And 2 times the 4 is 8. Now I need to go ahead and fix things up here, because I notice a negative 12x plus 10x, those can go together, and that's always going to happen. You remember that from Algebra 1. So I get 15x squared minus 2x minus the 8. Subtract the total answer I get over here. So I'm going to wait till I distribute the negative sign through after I combine here. 15x squared is by himself. 12x and 10x, that makes 22x plus the number 8. Now I'm going to distribute the negative through. So we have this 15x squared minus 2x minus 8. Subtract the 15x squared. Goes through the positive 22x, becomes minus 22x. Negative gets distributed through the 8, so the plus 8 becomes minus 8. Now it's just a matter, we've done everything we need to do. It's just a bunch of subtraction and addition. There's no addition here, though technically we're adding a negative number. But so now I'm just going to put together like terms. Let's see, I got 15x squared minus 15x squared. That's pretty. They go away, so there's no x squareds left. I got a negative 2x minus 22x. So if you lose 2 and then lose 22 more, that's a loss of 24x. And then the number-wise, you have a minus 8, take away another 8. So if you lose 8 more, you have lost 16. Nothing else goes together. There's our answer. Negative 24x minus 16. You got to take your time. You got to be careful not lose anything. But again, the biggest thing when I'm subtracting this times this, you got to get that total answer, which is this. And once you get that total answer, you then got to distribute the negative sign through to each piece.